Oh my god. I'm gonna be an adult this year. Holy crap.
You were driving the getaway car. We were flying, but we never get far.
Hey guys, it's Kylie, and now that it is 2018, oh my god, I'm gonna be an adult this year. Holy crap. So it is now officially 2018, which means 2017 is no more. I don't know if 2017 was my best year ever or my worst year ever, but I learned a lot regardless. I learned a lot about people that want to be in my life, about people that I need to toss aside. I learned a lot of things that will help me in my coming adult life, which I'm now just realized is super soon. So in this video, I will be telling you some of the most important things I've learned in 2017. I hope that these lessons can help you as well. I definitely think that they are things that can apply to everyone. So my first very important lesson that I learned is that you cannot force people to like you, and you cannot force people to be friends with you. I spent the majority of, well, now last year, in a friend group that I felt I really wasn't wanted in. We had been friends since freshman year, but over the past few months I had started to see things kind of going downhill. They were having conversations without me, just kind of not including me as much as they normally did. So I tried everything. I tried to invite myself to things. I tried to completely change my personality. I tried to organize things for the group to do. But over time, I realized that no matter how hard I tried, it wasn't going to change their opinions about me. Another super important thing I learned is to do things that make you happy and be around people that make you happy. Again, this kind of goes with the friend group thing. When I was in that group, I truly wasn't happy. I felt like I dreaded going to school every day because I never knew what was going to happen with the group. It was so unpredictable. I didn't know if they were going to talk to me, if they weren't. I didn't know if they were going to acknowledge me that day or if they weren't. It was just a very toxic place to be. And it contributed to making me more depressed than I already was. And that was not a good place for me to be in. My schoolwork started to slip. I started to kind of isolate myself from my other friends and my family, which really was not good. So do things that make you happy, and I can honestly say now that I've gotten out of that group, I have so much less stress and I'm so much happier, and I've found a great group of friends that I feel I can really be myself with. So my next lesson is do not procrastinate. This is something I have been very bad at for my entire life, but particularly this year. I've had so much going on. I tend to put off my schoolwork until the last minute. One time I actually put off doing a whole project until the night before, and I stayed up until 4 a.m. doing it. So if you don't want to do that and not be able to function the next day, I would suggest doing your work very close to the date it was assigned. The next thing I learned is that people change. It's just an inevitable fact. Maybe your best friend since 6th grade is a completely different person now that you just don't have anything in common with. You should not, if you don't want to, and you don't feel like it's worth putting in the work, you should not try to hang on to that friendship just because it's comfortable and it's safe. If it doesn't make you happy, like I said, just drop it. Sometimes cutting someone out of your life completely is the best thing for both them and you. If a relationship is not mutually beneficial, or if it is not beneficial for any person involved, why do you want to keep it? Why do you want to make yourself miserable? Along with that, a lot of people agonize over cutting people out of their lives. And a decision that takes you from agony over making it to once you make it, you feel relief, is almost always the right decision. Something else I learned is that the people who you admire most and who you love most can tear you down the fastest and hurt you the most. And this is something I learned the hard way. So you need to be very careful with your friendships, with your affection. You need to watch who you give it to, and be sure that a person is truly worth the affection that you are giving them. And in that same regard, be careful with the people who admire you. Consciously think about your interactions with them. Think about how you can be a good role model for them and how you can be kind to them and make their life better. Set goals and stick to them. A way to be a lot more productive in your life is, for almost every aspect of your life, to set a goal. Like, I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the month. That's not healthy. Do not do that. Like, if you want to lose 10 pounds by the end of 3 months, let's say, or if you have been wanting to, let's say, write a book, maybe you could write 3 chapters in a month. Setting goals is a way to be so much more productive and kind of to motivate you in the aspects of your life that you really aren't motivated in. Always make time for the things you love. I'm a junior in high school, so I really do not have a lot of free time, and that's been super hard on me this year because I feel like I don't have any time to relax. I'm always just school, home, study, study, study. My favorite thing to do is read books, so I make sure to cut out 20 minutes each day just to read a little bit because reading relaxes me and it brings me to my happy place, and it kind of just makes me forget about everything else for a while, which everyone needs. Never get too comfortable. This goes with your friends, with your family. You should never get too comfortable. Do something to get outside of your comfort zone every once in a while because inevitably something will happen that will force you to move out of that comfort zone. And if you have practiced moving out of it on your own, you will be able to cope with whatever that thing is that forces you out of your warm little comfort bubble way better than people who have not practiced and who just keep doing the same thing day after day. Family is everything. This year, unfortunately, I've not had too much time to spend with my family between everything with school, and then I was putting way too much focus on my friends, which ultimately that all fell apart. And who was there to pick me up when that did fall apart? My family. I know the saying that friends and boyfriends and girlfriends go away, but family is forever is cliche, but it honestly is true. And you honestly don't know how long you're going to have with your mom, with your dad, with your grandparents. So make the most of every moment you get to spend with them and go out of your way to spend time with them because it makes them feel so good, and it'll make you feel so good to know you have people that care about you as well. You are perfect just the way you are. I know that sounds so cliche, but honestly, it's true. I've spent the last few years wishing I could change a lot of things about myself. Wishing I could change my hair, my eye shape, my nose, which is humongous. I hate it. But I came to realize that everyone has those struggles, and I'm not alone in those struggles. And we were all made to look the way we look for a specific reason. Because if we all looked like freaking Victoria's Secret models, the world would be boring, okay? And no one wants to look the same as everybody else. You are unique, and you are special, and you are beautiful. The thing you most want to change about yourself is the thing that makes you the most unique. For example, me, I have a really, really over-the-top personality, and I have a really loud voice. And a lot of the times, I wish I could be a little more low-key and a little more quiet. But I know that my personality is what attracts people to me and wants them to be my friend because I am so outgoing. And maybe it's something with your body. Maybe it's your eyes or your nose or your mouth or your weight. Whatever makes you different and whatever you wish you could change about yourself is the most special and unique thing about you because you are the only person like that. Spend time developing your talents, whatever they are. Like I said many times in this video, this year I have focused way too much on schoolwork, and I didn't get to spend a lot of time doing the things I love and the things I consider myself to be good at, like theater or writing. And because of that, those skills have been a little rusty. And I'm very disappointed in myself that I did not make more time to do those things that not only do I love, but that people tell me I'm good at. I feel like when I'm acting and when I'm writing, I am at my best. I am my best self. And yeah, you should just always make time to kind of, I don't know what the word is, to hone your talents and also to share those talents with others because they bring others so much joy. And you might never know how much your talents, your writing, your acting, your drawing help people. People with different political views than you and different areas of interest than you sometimes make the best friends. I spent a lot of my high school experience in a group that had the exact same political views as me, had the exact same areas of interest as me. So we didn't really have a lot of conversations about those things that were stimulating or interesting because we all agreed there was nothing to really argue or discuss. Now I have groups of friends from all different areas of interest, and they all have different political views. And while sometimes we may disagree, it is great to have those conversations because it does prepare you for the real world, and not everyone is going to agree with you. So this is a great time to kind of reach out and see where people who have other political views or other world views are coming from and get to know those views a little bit better. For example, I do not like President Trump Try to be respectful. It just makes me mad. I have friends who love President Trump. Does that mean that we can't be friends because we have different political views? No. It does open the door for some arguments, but it also opens the door for a lot of very interesting conversations where they can see where I'm coming from, I can see where they're coming from, and I've learned to appreciate other people's political views a lot more than I did when I was in a group who all share the same views. Take control of your own life. No one else will do that for you. No one else is going to take that first step to go to a job interview for you, or make the first move on a crush, or experience all the things that life has to offer for you. It is up to you to take control of your life and to make life not just bearable and not just livable, but really enjoyable and something that you look forward to every single day. Which leads me to my next point, which is to look for something to enjoy in every single day. Because sometimes, life just sucks. It just hits you in the face, you don't know why. Bad things happen to you. But I can promise you, there is at least one good thing in every single day. No matter how small that thing is. It may be getting a cookie from the cafeteria, or not having to wait in line to buy your favorite album, or getting a hug from a family member or a friend you haven't seen in a while. It can be something that small and insignificant. But if you focus on those things, it will make your life a whole lot more positive. If you like an outfit, you should wear it. Do not focus on what other people will think. Do not focus if you will be judged. If you like it and you think it looks good on you, you wear it and you strut in it and you show all those people who are haters. They're not worth your time. It's up to you. You have your own unique fashion sense, and other people don't have a say in how you dress or how you talk or how you look. Give without expecting to receive something in return. A lot of people are guilty of this, myself included, but honestly, there is no better feeling than watching one of your friends' eyes light up as they open the Christmas present that you got them without telling them. And even if you don't give something back, that just makes you so happy. And the feeling of giving something to someone and knowing how happy it makes them is one that can never be replaced by anything else. Don't judge if you don't know. You never know what's going on in someone else's life. If someone is mean or a bully, they might be getting abused, they might have a bad home life, they might be insecure, they might be suicidal. But again, don't make assumptions. Just don't judge, because you never know what's going on in someone else's life. If your dreams do not scare you, they're not big enough. That is from a song I'm not ashamed to admit. But that really applied to me this year. A lot of the dreams that I was dreaming, I was only dreaming them because they were comfortable, or they were things I knew I could accomplish. Now I've moved on to bigger dreams that they really scare me, and I don't know if they're gonna work out, but that's how I know that they are truly dreams. It's okay not to know what you want to do in the future. That's why it's called future. And this was really hard for me to accept this year, because people would often ask me, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I would have to say, I don't know. And I felt like I was receiving a lot of judgment from those people because I should have figured it out by now. But that is not true. You should not have to figure out your whole life course by the time you're 18 years old. Some of the girls in my class have everything figured out. They know what they want to do. They have their whole life planned out, but I'm just one of the ones who is undecided and unsure about a lot of things. And there's no shame in that. And the last lesson that I learned this last year is that your best is good enough. If you're like me, you want everything to be perfect. I am the definition of a perfectionist, and I get upset when things don't turn out the way I want, even if I tried my best. And something that I learned in 2017 is that as long as you tried your best, that's good enough. It might not be to your satisfaction, but you can always try again next time. And if you truly tried your best and your hardest, that's something worth celebrating. So yeah, guys, those are some of the lessons that I learned this past year in 2017. And 2017 was rough sometimes, but I got to experience so many amazing things that a lot of people probably never will in their lifetime. And I'm so thankful for all of the opportunities, for all of the people who loved me. And I am so looking forward to 2018. I can't wait to see where this year takes me, and here's to it being the best year yet. I hope you guys have an amazing year, and I will see you soon. Bye!